Good evening, Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, views, subscribes, the comments, donations, all of it. I appreciate it all. Let's go ahead and ring the bell. Let's clear out this energy and we'll just see what the message that Spirit has for us this evening. Sounds like someone is trying to come up with a plan, like they're trying to prepare because they don't want to be blindsided. If there's a way to prepare from being blindsided, something about this caring connection, maybe that's the one thing that they're not thinking about. Or maybe that's the one thing that they are thinking about, how somebody walked away. They walked away because they were mad. They weren't mad at the other person. They were mad at themselves. They were mad at themselves because they hadn't learned to love themselves yet. And that's the truth. Not only is that the truth, but everybody knows sometimes that truth cuts like a knife. And that knife was letting this person know that they were only fooling themselves when it came to their heart, when it came to what they truly wanted in life, when it came to their destiny. So now somebody is trying to make a plan. They're trying to strategize. They're trying to prepare for whatever is going to be the blowback that they know is going to come back, since they dealt with their shadow side and understanding that everything that they did, everything that they said, and every way that they acted is going to be returned. You know, this person is awake. This person is clear. This person has woken up in the morning and they understand what's actually going on now. You know, this person finally has connected with spirit. This is why now they finally have the strength to remember, to think about this memory of love from this caring connection. And like I said, now they're aware of a lot that has to do with family. A lot that they did not see. Because this person, they want to say it was because they was just so young, you know, and maybe they were dealing with their mother and her intuition. But now, this same person sees that it never steered her wrong. And maybe now that somebody is without that person, they don't know how to proceed. It's like they can't see what she could see. And that's why this person is in this position where they are all tied up. It's like instead of them accepting what she could see, they thought that they could see. But now all they can see is that they cannot see. This person, it's like they were having some sort of mental conflict. It's like maybe this person, finally realized that, maybe they needed to speak with someone or they had a slight issue. Or maybe this person was just really confused about which way they needed to go, which way was the temple path, which way that the universe was encouraging them to go so that they could go through the doors to personal healing and happiness. For some reason, they didn't listen to her, but she did. And that's why prosperity begins for her. That's why she has this firm foundation and has made these achievements. That's why she is encompassed by the angel of love. And this person sitting with this broken heart, now understanding who you are, the power that you hold, the gifts that you have, and all that you see. Now this person surrenders because this person understands that you surrender to God, the Most High. And now this person understands it's time for them to surrender. Hey, Red Violet Crystals, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so glad you're able to be here. Hey, Nurse Oasis. Hey, Ragnarok, how are you? Behaving. Earth sign. Hey, Lamla, how are you? What's the message? Yep, this person is experiencing this heartache and loss because you know what? They did not choose wisely. And like I said before, they were trapped in fear because they didn't realize what you brought to the table, the gifts that you have, the foresight, the wisdom, the knowledge, the downloads that you possess. Like I said, someone understood that they needed to surrender and transform. And now they're at a place where they're able to begin again. They had to accept and admit to themselves that they was going in the wrong way fast. And then on top of that, here it was, they were rejecting what you was trying to give or what you gave, what you had, the firm foundation, this harmony, this peace. because this person was, it's like they were attached to something that was not real, attached to a wish, attached to a dream, attached to that pie in the sky. They allow themselves to be manipulated by something that was not real. And all it brought was obstacles and challenges. Because this person did not use their intuition. Hey, J. Mike, how are you? Hey, Marilyn. Hey, wait a minute, hold on. Mariam, how are you? Aisha. And then I see a Vice Tarot. How are you? Good evening to you. You know, when that person accepted, it's like, you know, when they came to the altar, child, and they accepted God and went through that transformation, it truly felt like a new beginning. It was almost like things that they looked at, it seemed a little different. Because now this person was looking at something with appreciation, understanding that about adore to value. Now this person is understanding, you know, understands the value of this relationship, of what they had with you. Now this person understands that. Let me see. Okay, are we spinning or are we connected, J Mike? Are we connected, J Mike? Or are we still spinning? Mm, mm, mm. Hold up. Still spinning. Okay. Hey, Demita. Okay, so I think we're good. Decision that they made. And then on top of that, it wasn't even like that they made a decision. It was that they chose not to make a decision. So you were forced to make a decision. Because this person thought they could play both sides against the middle. No, there is no playing both sides against the middle. Whenever you got a spiritual union, there is the door to value that you know what you need to do. There is no playing no both sides against the middle. It's either you get right, or if you cannot get right, your ass surely will get left. Somebody got left. That's why they experiencing this emotional loss. They thought that they was it's all a party, it's all fun, it's all giggles until it's not. Until somebody get their feelings hurt. But you know what? While somebody was out there kicking it, he ha ha, and forgetting about you, you was the one who was having your feelings hurt. So your feelings was hurt first, but their feelings will be hurt the longest. Somebody trying to come up with a strategy. They trying to feel like, you know, okay, so I go through this. You know, I've dealt with my dark sky, this, that, and the other. Da, 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 da. They asking, you know, for help. The angel of love to come in and take care of this broken heart. You know, I just want to get back with this person, you know. But see, this person forgets that, you know what, you see what this person is really after, what's really going on. You still got your third eye open. It's a great thing that this person has their third eye open now. You know, maybe they'll be more balanced, but you know what? They're forgetting about all that time that you suffered in silence and they forgot about you. Now that they got some passion ignited inside of them because the shit happened to them or something else happened to them, now they wanna come around to the other side. Now they want to do this. Come on now. Where was you at when this shit was going on? Remember that? Don't have your feelings hurt. If you the culprit, if you the one who did it, why is your feelings hurt? Because you knew what you was doing when you was doing it. You just didn't know how the shit was going to come back on you. You just didn't know the strength of that fire that you set and closed that door and forgot that you closed confirmation and forgot you set that confirmation and forgot you set that fire and closed the door and then had the nerve to go open up the door. So whenever them flames flew out that door, you was like, whoa, those is my eyebrows. Now you awake. Now you having these memories of love. Now you're aware of some shit that your ass should have been aware of before. Now you know that you was definitely on the wrong path with the wrong motherfucker. You should have been on the path with the right motherfucker, but you got left instead of going right. Now you know ain't nobody got time to play with you. Shit, if you over 18, you an adult. Get it together. Get it together. You growing up is your responsibility. You maturing is your responsibility. You having an emotional IQ, an emotional EQ, and everything else, that's your responsibility, not somebody else's. Nobody else got to raise you. Yeah. People need to understand, hey, it's not like you got to go to church every Sunday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday, and Monday. Nothing like that. You can have church at home, but you got to give it over to God. You got to be real with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. Hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable. Live in the light. Live in the light. And then watch everything flourish for you. See, some people need to really just spend some time by themselves. They really do. They need to really withdraw from everyone and just spend some time by themselves. Literally write your own book. Write down everything that has happened to you from your most furthest memory, from your first memory to up to now. Get it all out. Write your book and then reread your book. You ain't got to share your book if you don't want to, but reread your book, and that way you're looking at it with different eyes. And as you're looking at it with different eyes, you're healing. Someone understands now that their material and spiritual prosperity coincides greatly with them being on the right path on their journey. Somebody needs to do some self-looking or thinking or learning or something. They need to open up their third eye chakra. They need to concentrate on that so they can see things. They need to open up their solar plexus chakra. Increase their intuition. Their confidence. You know what? You opening up your chakras, your confidence does increase, I must add. Like I said, someone understands the material and their spiritual prosperity is connected. Now someone understands that they have a destiny to fulfill, that they're here for a reason. And it's not just to fuck around. And it ain't just to fuck people over. And it's not just to have a life just to fuck it off. That's not the damn reason that you're here. This has something to do with someone's family. For sure. This is some shit that somebody had to get right this lifetime. For shizzle. This is why this motherfucker been suffering in silence. Because God had to sit that ass down and say, no, your ass ain't going nowhere until you can get your shit together. And when I say together, I mean together. Hey, Kay, Hypey 214, Voyager 2, how are you? Hey, Deborah, how are you? Hey, Shaylin. Oh. Mm-hmm. What else, Spirit? Thank you. But you know what? This is something that somebody just did not see about someone else. I'm telling you, because they allowed greed to get in the way. They allowed envy to get in the way. You know, their sacral chakra was closed. Therefore, it was easy for temptation to take them there. See, this person, it was like they didn't feel good about themselves. They wasn't sure about them. They had some unhealed wounds and this, that, and the other. They surely was not using their intuition, or if they was, they wasn't listening. They allowed somebody to tell them that their intuition was telling them something else. And that's just because this is somebody that envied their life, that wanted to destiny swap with them. This is somebody that you told to stay the fuck away from because this person will get them messed up or in trouble, or, you know, some type of consequence will come back and everything else. But of course, somebody didn't want to listen. So guess what's happening? Something is coming back. Something is coming back that somebody sees. And this is what made them finally want to wake up and start praying and reaching out to God and asking God to heal them and this and that and the other. Like I said, this is somebody that you had to walk away from because they was just acting too ignorant. You know, they was acting too ignorant, and you didn't know what side of the fucking moon this motherfucker was on. Because one day they was acting like this. Then the next day they want to act like this. Like they your purpose. You didn't know how this person was coming. You was confused. But your money had already been starting to grow. You was already getting your shit together. That's why you always had your lipstick on. Always. You knew what time it was. So that's why you just said, you know what? I'm ready to bounce. I'm ready to bounce. I'm smart enough to know I got it going on, baby. I got it going on. You started doing like this, you know, your shit started taking off, baby. You hear me? What's the message? Spirit is sending somebody else in. Somebody to know how to do what it do. Somebody that is going to fight for you, is going to talk to you, you know. Oh, look at here. And prosperity begins, okay? And somebody's going to make some money with you. Oh, look. And that's the universe coming right back around. because you on your path. You was like, you know what? You can stay right there if you want to, motherfucker, but I'm gone. You can have all that karma. Tell Pandora I said, hey, girl, but I'm gone. I done had enough kicking it with them. That's why I kicked their ass to the curb years ago. You feel me? What's the message? Hey, Black Beauty. Hello, how are you? Right, Mike J. Mike. Right. Mm-hmm. What's the message? Thank you. Mm-hmm. Told you. You was like burning. What's that burnt rubber? What's that song? Skirt. You know, you burnt that burn on me, baby. You burnt that, something like that. You burnt rubber on me or something like that. Somebody burnt rubber on somebody. Because they said, I told you I'm tired. Told you I'm tired of dealing with this bullshit. I told you I was moving on. And immediately you stood your ground. You was gone. You was just deciding where you was going. You knew it was going to be just a matter of time. But you were smart enough to know something. You was wise too. And you was wise enough to know that you was not going to be somebody's sacrifice. That they was going to sacrifice themselves if they wanted to sacrifice anybody, but it wasn't going to be you. Lo and behold, here comes Sir Sacrificial Lamb. Okay? Putting himself on the chopping block. Okay? Having one conflict after another, suffering one defeat after another, whole life disrupted. Then something he's, oh, wait a minute. Oh, somebody's like, you know what? Well, would you expect? You left the earth angel left you, the one with, that's the one who had the juice. And she gone. You let her gone. What did you think that you was going to have? Somebody was like, well, she left me the house though. Yeah, but you know what? She also left you all them bills too, knucklehead. She's free. She ain't stupid. She got her a whole new spot and put all that shit on your charge cards, knucklehead. She ain't dumb. You are. You the one who let that go. You let that go. I was trying to get her down. I don't even know why you let her go. I was trying to be your friend, you know, man. And what's the message? Oh, you dropped a bomb on me. That's what it is. Spirits tunes into tarot. How are you? That's what it is. You dropped a bomb on me. That's what it was. I told you, y'all think I'm playing when I say I don't know the words to these songs. You see, I don't know the words to these. I hear one thing and it equates to something else. Yes, your third eye chakra was open. That's why you get the triumph. That's why this person is understanding. That's why you see things. You saw it. But this person didn't even give you credit for seeing it. It was like, yeah, okay. That what you see? Oh, that's what you see in the distance, huh? Oh, okay. What else you see? Oh, there's a house right there. Oh, is there? Oh, there's a garden in the back. Oh, okay. That's what you see? Okay. You was like, seriously, I mean, not just with this, but with this. And I got glad to see it. It was like, whatever. Like I said, that's why this knucklehead dealing with this shit. Spirit said, yeah, that's the truth. Because you know what Spirit said? Because that motherfucker doubted your spiritual strength. Doubted your motherfucker strength. Spirit said, oh, okay. How you like them now? How you like them now? Strong enough for you? Spirit was like, is it strong enough for you? Huh? Spirit was poking them in the chest. Strong enough for you? They was like, uh. The whole time this person, Sasha's like, listen, if you don't let me outside, okay, come on, let's go. Okay. The wind was blowing funny, so she had to go chase it. That's why you're getting your fulfillment of wishes and stuff. That's why I think shit is going well for you. I'm telling you, and this person knows it. And they suffering in silence. They know why they're suffering in silence. They know why. They know why. They had their heart chakra was closed. You know what? They thought they was going to be planning something else and doing something else. They lied to themselves, didn't they? They lied to themselves, didn't they? All they did was get their ass left. Hello. That's when Spirit said, I told you, ninja. Keep fucking around. I'm going to have you calling my name. Say my name. If something, y'all know I don't know the words. Say my name. Somebody was like, Jesus. Jesus was like, I can't hear you. Yes, honey, let me tell you something. They thinking a whole nother way. They see shit a whole new way. They sure the hell do. Just like they should. What's the message? Anything else from this deck? Like a 4-year-old, huh? Anything else from this deck? It's spinning. Oh, damn. Okay, good. J. Mike says, so I take it you don't do karaoke. Yes, I do, but my eyes is glued to the screen. Let me tell you something. I don't take my eyes off the screen, and I still mess up. I don't think that's it. I think that's it for this deck. Yeah, somebody need to work on their spiritual strength. Bottom of the deck. Oh, the truth. The truth. She told somebody the truth. She saw it. She said, I'm going to tell you what I tell you. I ain't making shit up. I'm going to let you know. Come on in here. I'm going to tell you one more time. I'm going to tell you one time. You know, somebody, they was like, they was sitting there bad-mouthing her, talking about some everything she know, everything. Instead of them sitting there protecting home, they was bad-mouthing home. Okay? That's when, and then, and like I said, was never talking nothing good about you. Like you was just all just shit and damnation. Everything you did was either stupid or it was dumb. You know what I'm saying? Or it just didn't make sense. And they used to talk about they would just tolerate you because, y'all got this relationship. They try to be patient. They try to look the other way. They try to, but they just kind of tolerate you. Spirit said, tell you what, I'm going to make a decision so that you don't have to tolerate nobody no more. because I'm gonna make this judgment call that you done crossed somebody out, somebody that was in your corner. You didn't hurt my child's feelings, and I'm about to beat you in your ass. Spiritually speaking, of course. See, it was somebody's job to have given to you, but they didn't. They didn't. They were sitting there talking to some old greedy, greasy motherfucker, talking about some, no, this how you treat him. This how you supposed to treat him. Come on in here, young blood. And pull up a chair. This how you supposed to treat him. You know, bitches don't like being treated with respect. You know, they like being slapped around. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I got a whole slew of them. Oh, really? Let me see them. No, not right now. Not right now. But I do. And don't question me. You know, knowing that this motherfucker was just lying through the teeth, because the Empress had told that motherfucker she wasn't interested with that. She was like, nah, I'm good. You know, I know what I got. She said, I appreciate what you trying to get to me with your little possibilities and maybes, you know, which is cute now. But I'm good by myself if you don't mind. And somebody felt, not only did they feel like a fool and a clown, but they also felt dismissed. And it was at that point, at that time, that's where they came up with some diabolical plan to try and create some type of horrible shit about you. Mm, 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 mm. What's the message? What you say, pimp philosophy of kingdom come, ding-a-ling down. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody, they was working on something, but they didn't know how protected you were. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what they did, you were still going to get your wish come true. You know, they was working on something to stop you, to hurt you, to harm you, but it didn't work. Even when something, because it's almost like you could see somebody was fake. You know, you could see somebody was fake and how they was not being themselves, because you know this person. This person can't lie to you. You know, this could be one of your kids, one of your siblings, you know, something like that. Somebody from the past that you know very, very well. You know this person. You know, your intuition tells you when this person is lying. This is probably why this whole relationship ended, because you knew that this person was not living up to what they was talking about. You know, they were spreading themselves too thin with their cup of love. You know, so you just made that decision. Pimp got to do what pimp got to do. Player got to do what the player got to do. It's just that person didn't know when you left, you took your intuition with you. They thought they had something. Not a thing. When you made that judgment call, that person, you took your intuition with you. And that person didn't have nothing, no protection, no nothing. It was like people was taking this person's money, and this person didn't understand what was going on. And then was sitting here like, damn, like, well, what's going on with my money? How come my money is funny and this, that, and the other? And see, this person had no protection because everything that this person had did to you was coming back on this person and put this person in a whole position. You know, could be this person got picked up by the police. You know, got picked up by the police, had to go to jail. You know, maybe had to uh, get some help or something like that to prove that it wasn't this person. So, but whatever it was, this put a big dent in someone's savings. A big dent in someone's savings. You know, and it I feel like it bruised somebody's ego. It bruised somebody's ego big time. Big time. To know that these people was just getting over. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's almost like this person, they still can't believe it. They were still trying to figure shit out. They should figure out, like, well, where's my money going? How come it's not, you know? Mm-hmm. Because they was caught slipping and tripping, sleeping. They was not paying attention because this fell right underneath the Two of Swords. This person wasn't paying attention to shit. Like had put all their eggs and trust in one basket, the thief's basket, which is wild. Mm-hmm. Now somebody trying to defend themselves. You know? Now they got to defend themselves. Yep. And this judge, this could be a judge that's going against them. You know? And then this person is shocked. Shocked. Hey, AJ, how are you? Mm-hmm. For this crime, that this is the person who did it. And this person did it only because this person said no. So that's whenever somebody came up with that diabolical plan and they wanted to try and end something that somebody loved. Mm-hmm. What's the message? That's how it is. Some people, you know, people need to really check themselves. If it wasn't for people's egos, a lot of other people could not get over. But because some people have such big egos, they think people are really putting them up on this pedestal. No, they're not putting you on a pedestal. They're trying to get from you. There's a difference. If people didn't have such big egos, they could see the devilish ways of other people. Humble thyself. That way, somebody would have been able to look at somebody and see them in a whole different light. That they was not an upstanding citizen. That they were actually fighting against something that the devil had sent out to them. Better wake up. Somebody's looking at somebody else totally different now. And see, that person had said that you was some wizard or dip and dabbled in magic and shit like that. Telling you, feel like the police picked somebody up, and this person was caught slipping and tripping and was fingered for the crime because they didn't even know that somebody was this hidden enemy and had some type of vengeance, you know, plan against them, some type of diabolical plan against them. Mm-hmm. This person, I think, is getting ready to go through changes. They getting ready to go through changes. And people are going to be talking. Oh, well, what do you do? But you can only tell somebody. Oh, well. Right. Moving all different and shit. Right. Exactly, J. Mike. Yeah. Now somebody wants to come to you. They want to offer you this apology. They really do. Because they're going through changes. Trust me. They're going through changes and they don't know what's next. They just know something's coming. They don't know what's next. So they're trying to plan for karma, but they don't know how to plan. They don't know how to prepare. And really what they're afraid of is their child. They're afraid, they want their child to be able to come and see them, really, because if not, they're afraid that their child is going to grow up and really, I just feel like this would be like somebody uh creating some type of thing or whatever, and having these rumors going around, about them. If especially if they have to go to jail, they have to go to prison or something like that. They want somebody to bring their child to see them. Like I said, I'm telling you, especially if somebody has to go to jail or has to go to prison. They want to be able to see if they can stay in communication with you now. Now they understand the importance of, they should have been trying to communicate back and forth with you. They should have been trying to tell you everything. That way you would have been able to tell them to watch out for this fucking fool. And they should have asked you about some shit. That way you would have been able to tell them about this fool's diabolical plan. But somebody understands now that their ego, that pride worked against them. It worked against them. That's not a strength. That's a fucking weakness. Ego, pride, that's a weakness, not a strength. And it's fucked up, but this person realizes it now, but it's too fucking late. Talk about somebody wanting to bring you your flowers. But this person, they never did. They just procrastinated. They never did. They never did. They feel like this person, is actually getting away with this crime. They feel like this person is getting away with this crime. The person that set them up. But they're not, because all that money that they thought they was going to get, something happened that they didn't get it. They didn't get it because they couldn't touch it, because they was tied to it. They was tied to it. And on top of that, confirmation, this person, had said what the plan was or whatever. So this is this person, that so that they can like somebody fingered the main person so somebody could cut a deal. They said this is the person who came up with the plan and everything else and this and that and the other, so they could cut a deal. Mm. Mm-hmm. Ooh. They don't understand too late. They will. They will. Yeah. Yeah, somebody decided to leave It's like they want to leave that life. They done with that. They understand that amounted to nothing. That amounted to nothing. This person, they feel like they want to just get a job. They want to go the straight and narrow. They don't want that life of crime or nothing. And they really hate that they even did that. It's like this person, like, looking back thinking like they knew better. Like, this person, like, they was such an upstanding citizen for so long. They had such a good reputation for so long, and then they allowed somebody to get in the middle, to come in and start some shit with them and start talking to them and everything else. That's how this person got caught up, being weak. Hola, Marcia. I love you too. Yep. And so this person, they know shit is coming in. They don't know how to, and they want to plan. Like I said, they want to plan to see if something to do with their kids, maybe you can bring them to see their kids so that they always have a relationship, and that relationship with their kids don't end. That I think that's their main concern. That they never lose a relationship with their kids. They want to be there. Confirmation. Boy, what a difference a day make. What a difference a thought make. One decision. But that's karma, and that's justice. The universe said, oh, the universe will balance itself. Like I said, somebody, they was determined to try and do you so dirty. You and your family so dirty. And this person is definitely going to jail. Definitely going to jail. I'm telling you, the police have been called. All right. The thing is, this motherfucker don't know it. They don't know how strong the evidence is against this person. Yes. And so now this person, I feel like this person should worry if they're not. They should worry if they're not, because if nothing else,